Fresh air, longer days, a chance to reset. This season, let therapy be part of your spring cleaning. Clearing mental clutter, shaking off stuckness, and building something better. Grow Therapy helps you get there. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 15th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Where do we start? Backstage live.
He's
Riot Fest
laughing
20.
already.
I'm laughing already. My back is broken. I'm interviewing Daryl again.
Oh,
Where's
dude.
the liniment and tonics?
Yeah,
That's
where's
what I'm
that? We got to
asking
mix
for.
those up.
I wonder if do they got the shit to
This
make
is
it
a fraud.
over there?
This is a
It
fraud.
is a fake. It is fraud.
Do they have the shit to make a liniment and tonic over
No,
there?
they don't have
Ginger beer?
Ginger beer.
Fuck.
No, they do because they're making.
Then they have everything because they got tonic.
Well, maybe you should. Ask
They got
one.
ginger beer.
Let's
they
do
got
liniment?
gin, I hope.
And then I'm having a liniment time before we play.
And what's the other thing? Red Bull. They
Red
got
Bull.
Red Bull. They got it all.
Liniment
Let's
tonics
start
for
drinking
everyone?
liniment and tonics.
We should do that.
That'll have a great show.
Again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at this. It's the Bollweevils. I can't believe we're here. I can't
either.
Me either.
face to face backstage. You're the first band I've talked to so far at Riot Fest. Appropriately enough, you're the band I want to talk to first.
Yes.
As I begin my journey.
Your journey today.
In
Your
2021.
2021 journey, man. It's like the road, except for there's no like kids being
Yeah, it's not
attacked.
not as post-apocalyptic.
Right. Exactly.
If anything, we're pre-apocalyptic.
We
at
are
this point.
pre-apocalyptic. We are. We're like more apocalypse Hoboken at this point, is what we are. So
We are. Whenever I talk to the Bollweevils, it's usually me talking to Dr. Daryl Wilson. I've never had the Bollweevils in mass. Can we talk about the movie star good looks that Pete has?
yes, we talk about that
Oh
all
my
day here.
God.
Right.
What? I don't know what to say. I'm blushing. Thank you.
He's hot.
Of all the bands I'll
Jeez
interview this
Louise.
weekend, no one will have better teeth than Pete.
My
look at him.
fucking God.
I think he wants to fuck you.
That's it. That's it.
I'm in.
All right, so Bollweevils,
Dude, that was enough of.
and it's not even noon and things already got weird.
And no alcohol's involved in this. This is the crazy thing.
So, Bollweevils have teamed up with Red Scare. Daryl, you'll appreciate this. This to me is like when Dr. Doom teamed up with Submariner for supervillain team up for like 14 issues. That's like an alliance there.
That is. And then, of course, T'Challa didn't like that whole thing because Doom War came out and all that stuff later on, way later.
Right.
Which is so...
Okay.
I'm drinking some ginger ale right now. Let me drink this.
So,
Oh, it tastes bitter.
so Red Scare and Bollweevils. This is awesome.
It is. I mean, that was Ken worked on that. I mean, that was something that we didn't have planned out. And in fact, it probably wasn't supposed to happen, to be quite honest,
Yeah.
because of things that were said to us many years ago. People say a lot of things to us that are supposedly nevers, and we don't believe in nevers. That's the thing. That's one thing that's not a never for
True.
us.
It's normally because of what we say to them. Right.
That it becomes a never, for sure.
But then
For
somehow
sure.
it becomes a, yes, we're doing this, and they don't realize that we've jujitsu'd them into some way of making that happen.
There was like only 4 labels that I guess I wanted to work with, and that was Red Scare, Rad Girlfriend, Doctor Strange, and Snappy Little Numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And so Red Scare just seemed like a perfect fucking match. Like we're kind of on the same wavelength. I didn't think that at the beginning because originally, like a year ago, Toby was like, I asked Toby, "Hey, what do you think of our record?" And he was like, "Well, I'm never putting out a Bollweevil record." He denies he said that, but he totally said that.
He did totally say that.
And I'm like, okay. And so, like, I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but it's been so fucking awesome. I'm sorry I'm swearing.
He's the
it's just
best.
my Chicago
He is the best. He really is. He's like, Toby is like, we like to work with people that are kind of like us. Like, we're just friends. We just hang out. Yeah, people we like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, we like to just do the long hang, and we were going to be like totally supportive of you because we're like that kind of band. And Toby fits in like big time, It's like if you can bust balls like we bust balls on everybody, and you can take that, I guess we're actually
It's like
good.
a Trojan, you know what I mean?
Like a
It's
Trojan?
like a Trojan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the horse. Or are you talking about...
Yeah, nice
Okay.
and like fucking, we're tight.
See, now Ken's making me uncomfortable.
That's what I do. That's kind of what I do. I know you've heard that before. It's not your first.
But no,
time.
he
not your first rodeo.
but Toby, it was really cool that they reached out to us, and initially when he heard the initial demos that we did, which were actually mixed, and we were like, hey, we're going to put this record out. We actually got feedback that was pretty harsh, and it was like, hey,
Him and Brendan Kelly
yeah.
said, wow, this mix sounds like shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's like-
basically what they said.
We love that you have these songs, but they sound horrible, and that started a whole big tidal wave of like,
Yeah, we didn't believe that.
yeah, and then it's like we took the chance, and we got some info from our friends. Joe Principe said, hey, and he was kind of texting me, just, hey, think about mixing this at Blasting Room. I'm like, why would we do that? We got it mixed here. It's all done. So you're just saying this. He wasn't really saying do it, just giving information. And then finally, it's like, let's just take a chance. Brendan was saying, mix it someplace else, mix it here. He was like, no, this is not
Of
the way it's
course.
going to work.
I'm always
You
no,
were
no,
like,
no. Then I'm yes. It's
and
the best
then
part.
we, took it to Chris Beeble at Blasting Room, who's mixed Rise Against, and man, we heard those first mixes.
Awesome.
And it was like,
Well, the first mix was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
and then it was like we kept working on it and saying, hey, wait, let's do this, make this sound this way. We were really, really meticulous about this, and I think it shows because we really put a lot into these songs, and we're really proud about it. We're really proud of them, and we want it to be the best stuff we put out, and I think it is. And when Chris put the mixes together, it was like, oh my God, these sound amazing. It's the best I think we've ever sounded. as
Yeah,
a band.
but I gotta give props where it is. We recorded
You have
with
Jeff.
Jeff
Yep.
Dean at the Echo Mill, and he like knows us so well. I mean, he basically produced it.
Yep.
There, he gave so many suggestions. He played acoustic guitar on one of the songs that's going to be on the album, and it was like really awesome. So I was like, I don't want to ruin that vibe.
Yeah.
But then after we got the mixes back from Chris at Blasting Room, I was like, oh, this is what we're supposed to sound. I mean, it sounds like us. And it's the first recording, I think, that's ever sounded like we do live.
Yeah. And Jeff was instrumental in like pushing us too. I mean, it was like we took all this time, and Jeff was like, you can do that again and do that better. And it's like, are you
Really?
kidding me? It's like, really? It's like, we played that like 8 times. I mean, it was no, we were saying, no, everybody, no. It's like all of us were like sitting there going, you're going to do this again. You're going to do this again. And it's like, I thought it sounded great. It's like, you can do it better than that. Or saying, I hear this. Why don't you guys do this here?
Yeah.
And you're like, really? And you play it, and it's like, oh my God, that was
I can't believe
perfect.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I have full
Hold on,
faith
there's
in them.
inchworms all over you, dude.
Seriously, I'm
What is
creeped
going
out.
on?
I'm freaked out a little too.
Ken's like an inchworm magnet.
Why do they like me? I don't understand.
I feel like we all need a delousing before we
I
enter
know.
this area.
Get the powder.
Are you? You like the scarecrow or something?
I guess. I don't know. I have that anti-monkey butt powder like in my bag, like that's supposed to help you with chafage and shit.
How does that
Maybe
attract?
that'll help with this.
How does that attract like silkworms? What is that?
I don't know.
supposed to
I
mean?
don't know what's I'm throwing stones out there. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Maybe you brought them in. And you're just trying to get sympathy or something.
I don't know.
Or maybe they're falling out of the trees. On
Oh,
you
that
or
could be. That could be.
They're on you.
Yeah, that's the catch with VIP. You get free cocktails, you get your own bathrooms, but you're going to be covered in worms.
But you get your own silk shawl at the end of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's made.
Exactly. You get a lovely throw.
Yes. Wrap your hair in it, keep it tight at night. You know, got to sleep in that silk pillow.
So when you guys sat down, I said my back is broken. I'm interviewing Daryl again. The hook of Liniment and Tonic has not left my head.
Yes,
That is about the most infectious chorus hook whatever this band has ever produced.
that's we tried it, and don't forget our other song, the Bollweevil, our anthem. That also has a little catchy. I mean, we write some jaunty tunes.
You do write some jaunty tunes.
I mean, it's funny the way those tunes come together because it is a.
We literally were sitting around being like, man, I like this Oi band. I like this. And then we started talking about our drink, the Liniment and Tonic, and then all of a sudden, just threw some chords together, and that's the best way to write a song. Just throw it fucking together.
Just the freedom of writing songs, and we realize it's fun because we're having a good time playing.
Yeah, we don't spend a lot of time on our songs. We just throw them together.
You can probably tell that in some sense.
Here's the great thing. Daryl, in his other life, is a doctor. So if he recommends a beverage, I feel like we have to drink it.
I agree.
It was
I agree.
concocted together. We kind of did a little chemistry stuff to put it together. Ken was there.
Yeah.
He was the test subject.
No, I was a taste tester. You guys
Were you?
put the-
Well, me and him started. We had band practice, and then you came over and were like, "You taste it and tell us what you think."
Right, because we had mixed it together beforehand, and we kept putting things into. We knew we had to start with the gin and tonic. We had to start with that. That's a drink that we all will drink. A tall gin and tonic is.
Well, I don't know if he'll drink it.
Well, you won't drink a gin and tonic, but-
Mittler.
Gin and tonic?
Yeah,
sometimes.
so
yeah,
there you go.
okay.
See, it's consensus. The Bollweevils like gin and tonic. Pints of gin and tonic. Pints of gin and tonic.
Just don't drink it.
Mixed at the right ratio too, not this all tonic with the. You got to have like a double of gin.
half glass.
Yeah.
And the gin can be, a drier gin or whatever. We just like gin. It doesn't matter, right? We're not connoisseurs of gin. We're just like.
You're
does it-
punk rock. You're not connoisseur.
Right? Is it
Yeah.
gin? Thank you. We'll drink that. Is it close to gin? Yeah, we'll drink that.
Is
too.
it gin adjacent?
Right? Is it gin adjacent? Yes, is it gin adjacent? I think that's good. But we mix it together, and who'd have thunk that throwing Red Bull in there would have been
That was the key. That was the
thing.
last ingredient.
so? And we're thinking, okay, mixing all these things together, and Ken, we got the ratios right down because at first it was a little too much of one thing, a little too little of this. And Ken was there. He just was like, "Mwah!" The chef's kiss at the end. He was like, "That's perfect."
Yeah.
And
Good call on those.
And it was like, then he came in and was like, "Oh man, this is."
Good. It was also like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, true. True.
Now, I want to ask everyone other than Daryl, has he been keeping you from me? Because every time Daryl does an interview for my podcast, it's just him. And
It's funny you say that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's always like, he never invites us to do anything. He never introduces us like when we're walking around. It's like the Daryl show.
Yeah,
It's the Daryl show, and then
Where's Minions?
yeah,
We played England, and me and him almost got into a fight because I'm like, we're walking around, and of course everyone recognizes Daryl first and foremost. So I've come to terms with that. But we'd walk up to like somebody, and they'd be like, "Hey, Daryl," and he'd be like, "Hi," and then I'd just be we'd be standing there. And he would never. It's like, are you ashamed of us? I mean, I can understand if he would be ashamed of me, but
Well, there's silkworms all over you. You got these silkworms and crap all over you. What the hell? You got
and so I
bugs and
stormed
shit
off. I got
all
like
over
mad and stormed off and started watching Sham 69, and then we hugged it out, and everything was great
yeah, that's
because
right.
we love
He
each
did-
other.
He did start.
He started introducing us.
in
Tell him what
Florida,
happened with
right?
you.
It was
Yeah.
Florida. That was like the first time that he introduced me to anyone ever, and the guy didn't even
Who was
shake
it?
my hand. He didn't want to talk to me. He just wanted to talk to Daryl. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. Don't introduce me ever again.
He's like, this is Pete, our drummer, and there was this blank stare, like just past Pete,
Yeah, like right
way
through me.
past, and didn't say anything. And Pete's standing there with his
with
hand
my hand
out.
out like an asshole.
Like-
And then I'm like, who doesn't fucking shake
Shake a hand,
someone's hand? And he
right?
still didn't care what I was
I
saying.
feel like I've gone down a bad path.
No,
We still are playing. at
there's
Riot
no bad
Fest.
paths.
So let's talk. Obviously, by the time this interview is available to the public, your performance will be past tense. But how does it feel? I mean, I think this is still interesting even after the fact. How does it feel to be on stage, Riot Fest, hometown, at the end of this nightmare we've all lived through, which bands have especially struggled through? What does it mean to be here today?
I'm excited. I'm going to give it a go at my first sober show since I joined this band, I think.
You're an inspiration.
Yeah, well.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty fucking awesome. Like we haven't played Riot Fest for a long time. We never thought we'd play it again, and now with the pandemic and everything, it's like, wow, we're actually going to get to play a show with people in front of us. So I'm psyched. I mean, this is like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it. I mean, it's like, as Ken said, I didn't think that would ever happen again, right? I mean, we've got all this stuff happening. We got this new record that we're really proud of, and people are buzzed about that, and we got Red Scare behind us. We got all these opportunities, and one of these big opportunities is in our own hometown, playing this festival. And, we used to play it way back when, and then we're back to play it now. It is during a pandemic, and I think that they put in mitigation strategies to help make this happen. And if it wasn't for the crowd, really, if it wasn't for people being vaccinated and then, following those mitigation strategies, none of this would happen anyway. So thanks to the people that came out to see us play and to make this happen at this time. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. I was telling Daryl, I haven't been to a Riot Fest since we last played, which was 2007. And, we were in the Congress Theater, and I'm, looking around this place wow, it's really come a long way, and I'm stoked to be a part of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome.
As a keepsake souvenir for all guests, I have Purell hand wipes.
We need that.
Maybe they'll get rid of the worms.
Yeah, maybe they will. Yeah. It's really small. How big's the wipe? Like one of those alcohol?
You can't wipe your body down with it.
You crack it open. It's like just a little.
I might need 1,000 of these.
Oh, it's not a wipe?
Oh, it's like it's just gel. It's
just
single gel.
Bizarre that Ken has somehow had a biblical curse visited upon him.
I know.
At Riot Fest.
I keep looking around, waiting.
It is like a plague. I mean, got to give our firstborn male children up. We're going to put the blood on our door.
Blood on the door.
Actually, because Morrissey was here Thursday night, there's no lamb's blood available.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
But if Lamb of God played, that'd be a whole other thing, though. That'd be all set.
All right, that right there, that's the Bollweevils. They are from Chicago. We love the Bollweevils, the new releases on Red Scare. The single available now, Lindemann and Tonic, My Back is Broken. The interview is over again. Thank you, Bollweevils.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.